How's everyone doing? Good afternoon to everyone. Good evening to everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Saludos a todos. Muy buenas tardes a todos. How's everyone doing? Share so we can start. And we can start this little walk that we're about to do on the side of the wall. This is your new wall, people. As you see, the new one, recently put, is this one. But on the back of that, there's another wall that is much taller, much bigger, much stronger, much higher, and really difficult to climb. I will start in a few seconds with you guys. As the feed continues to grow, we will wait a few seconds so we can start. Let's share so we can start, people. Come on. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. People, we are live right here at this canyon. We're all the way to the back, people. All the way to the back. All the way to the back, as you can see right there. Right there. Look at that. They're building the second layer of the wall. That one, it is taller as 25 to 30 feet. Now, as you remember, the last time that I was right here, I was with Political Avenger from Miami. We were right here, and that layer over there and that part of the wall was not built. If you go back to the videos, it was not built, and it goes all the way to the borderline. That second wall, it goes all the way to the borderline, so it's advancing in a way that it's amazing. They're building the wall real quick. They're building the second wall that is much taller, much stronger, and they're working the hell out of this wall. This American workers, this American construction workers are constantly putting layers of metal up, so the second wall that is next to this one is brand new one also, but they put another one that is really difficult to get through that one. So I will try to walk people through this canyon. We are going to walk through this canyon, and we are going to give you the reality and the truth about the new wall. Let's go. This is practically where it starts, and I wanted to show you a place where American workers are basically working. But this, it will give you a glimpse. I've been here before. It will give you a glimpse of how the other wall right here is much taller, is much higher, and it's much bigger. And it's much stronger than this one. This one, as we already talked about this, we've been tons of times, and this situation is full with cement, it's full with concrete, and all the way to the bottom is 6.57 foot. As we already talked about this longest of times. But the other more important thing is that you got the other wall. Señores, I will do this bilingual transmission. Señores, estamos aquí en esta parte de la colonia, una de las colonias más antiguas de Tijuana, que viene siendo La Libertad, parte baja, señores. Estamos en la parte alta, pero vamos a la parte baja y vamos a caminar para demostrarles cómo están construyendo la segunda parte del muro, ¿no? La segunda parte del mundo es increíble y está muy fuerte y está muy alto. Yes, you know, this is around 25 to 30 feet. As I am moving forward, I'm going to go down that canyon. My whole purpose is to go all the way walking, all the way over there where those American workers are at. So I will go down this canyon that is real dangerous right here. There's a lot of houses that they're full with people that they're working. But this is where I am going. So let's go and let's walk a little bit as far away as I'm focusing on the phone. let's work and let's give you the update on this wall. So this is practically your wall. The phone is shaking, they're saying. This is practically your wall. This is the canyon right here. And it's not secure to go down here, but it's in the middle of the day, so hopefully there's no problems with it. And hopefully I can go past that area right there, that is right there in the middle. But this is your brand new wall right here. This is your brand new wall as we are walking right now. To this part in particular. There's a lot of houses right here. As we were talking the other day, you know, these are really, you know, poor houses right here. And a lot of them back in the 80s and 90s, they were used as coyote houses. These are canyons that back in the day, they were real dangerous, and police officers, they didn't like to get into this area because it was real difficult and it was real dangerous. As you can see, here is the other side of the wall. And the other wall, it's much bigger. It's much taller than this one. Look at this one. This one is like 15 feet, 10, 15. This one is like, that's a big monster right there. That's a big monster right there. That's a big one. That's a big baby right there. And as we are walking, I took some photos, and I will upload a photo with, a before and after of this. I will upload a photo, and I will do a note on my page later on, where in one part of the city that is real far away, you can see the wall from real far away from the city. Look at this canyon, man. Look at this houses right here. It's real hard to get through this kind of places. And as you can see, look, this is the fascinating thing about every single thing. There's workers right there, as you can see, but this is the fascinating thing. Look, there is a big right there, cameras. So there is in every part, we already seen this, but they reinforce these parts with gigantic where is it? I lost it for a little bit. Right there, with huge poles that all the way to the top. You got 3, 4, 5 cameras that it's for the security of this part of the wall. So as we're moving forward, we're gonna walk through this little canyon right here. There's a lot of American workers. Look right here, there goes another. They're constantly working. They don't stop. And I want to show you this other part as we are going down this canyon, how this is the second. Look at this. This is a great view. Look at that. This is a great view for you guys, how it is wide open right there, but they are building the second wall. And I will focus a little bit more. My God, man, this phone, I want to thank everybody that donated for this phone. Wow, this phone is phenomenal. This phone's great. You get a good view. Look, there's more people out there from the States. And this is, right now, this is the view on that part of the wall as it's being built. Look how tall it is. And you look at all these American workers on that side. This is the second part of the wall, as it is huge. It's more than 25. It's almost like 30 feet. Huge, man. Look at the car. Look at the car, how it's all the way down there. And look at that person. It's on top of the car, and look how tall that wall is. So imagine, look at the size of that guy right there. Let me see if I can focus a little bit more. No, that's it. Oh yes, it's a little bit more. Look at the size of that baby. Real big. So let us walk a little bit. Let us return the view right here to where we at. So let us walk a little bit down this road. I want to show you also the part right here of this canyon. This canyon, for everybody to know, this canyon was one of the most dangerous canyons back in the 80s and 90s, full with coyote activity. This was full. Now up there, as you can see, that is Libertad Parte Alta. Libertad Parte Alta in Colonia Zapata. This is the Zapata part of the city. It's called Zapata. This part of the city was built in a canyon. As you can see, it's a canyon, and it was a big river right there in the middle that it was going through all the time. So all the coyotes and all the people that they were crossing illegally to this part, that there was no wall back in the day. Imagine this, there was no wall right here. So it is like a 15-minute jog or 15-minute walk, 30-minute walk, a 15-minute jog to the state. So all these houses that were right here, they were, a lot of them, they were coyote houses. And all these people from the Charlies, and I don't want to say the C word, but all the people from the Charlies, they used to buy all these properties and they used to own all these properties so they can have the commodity of putting a lot of immigrants, irregular migrants right here located on these houses. And they used to live on top of those houses. Why on top? Because you can check from there with binoculars through this part right here that is now secured by 2 walls. Look at this view, man. This is one wall right here. This that is 12 to 15 feet. This one approximately, and that one on the way to the back is almost 30 feet. So let us walk a little bit more as we are going. Mexican flag right there on top of a house. This is, you know, this is it was a really bad neighborhood back in the day. Really bad neighborhood. This was a bad neighborhood back in the day. It was really dangerous to just walk through these houses and just walk through this part of the neighborhood. Hopefully it's not that way anymore. And all these properties, you know, they are worth a lot of money. All these properties, they are worth a lot of money. This is one of the first parts of the city that it was built. And people started living on this part of the city because it was really close to the border. Now, as you can see, look at this. How tall that is. How big that is. The other one, how huge that looks. That looks huge, man. That one, and imagine this is the brand new one that you guys were, you know, so persistent on being built. Look how that looks. All the way to the top. Please explain how it's improving the new neighborhood. Well, it has improved. You know, it has improved on security levels. This has improved a lot of security levels because a lot of these people, they live on these places, you know, they just want to live their normal, typical lives. But before that, you know, over there on the top, you see the San Pedro Church. That is a really old church right here in this colony. And, you know, back in the day, man, it was really insecure right here. I bet that the majority of the neighbors right now, you know, look, this that you have right here. You have a little tent right here outside with what happened, man? Hold on a second, people. Please hold on. Bear with me. Right there. Back in the day when, you know, it was the 80s and 90s, you couldn't put a tent out here because easily they will steal your tent. Calmado, calmado, calmado. They will easily steal your tent. This is the problem right here. To get through this part, you know, it's gonna be real difficult. But I want to show you this view right here. That is a phenomenal view right here from this house. Look at this house, how close it is to this part of the wall. Look, this is a fantastic view for you guys. Look at that. This is a good view right there for you guys. I'm adjusting the phone right now. This is a great view. Look at that. This is for you guys right there. Wide open, but they're building it. You see a lot of workers right there, American workers. just in the phone right now. Sorry, people, bear with me a little bit. I'm trying to give you guys the best so I can see the comments and also I can see when I'm recording. So let us just walk. Look how difficult it is to get through here. And look how far we just walked. So let us just walk a little bit more. This is actually real difficult to get through here. Look at this. Look at this little canyon. This is why I was telling you that there was a river right here that it was real difficult to go through. Look how the houses used to live over here. Look at these houses. So all these was this coyote activity. You know, all of these houses. There's your wall right there, 2 walls. So let us walk through here. That is real difficult to walk through. There's a dog over there. I'm afraid of dogs, man. There's a German Shepherd. I will try to go around it. Let me see if I can go. That dog it doesn't look like it is a real friendly dog. So I will go back a little bit and I will go around it. We'll try to go around it, and I know how to go around it. Just for you guys. I will go around it and I will not walk through that particular place. No, those dogs are not vaccinated, so I don't want to get bitten and then have to go to the doctor and all that stuff. So showing you this is really important for you guys to know. You know, this is really important for you guys to know. This was activity back in the day for all these people that they don't know Tijuana. This is the kind of activity they used to have. All these houses, all these, and there was no wall right here. There was no wall right here. So it was really difficult for a lot of people that used to live over here. Look, now they have little benches right here, and they have the commodity of, you know, stepping outside their houses and their property and living a normal, typical life because of this wall. So in a way, you have to thank the President of the United States. In a way. Why? Because of this wall and because of all the things that he has been doing, and the second wall that is getting built. Now, these people have the security and the commodity of just, you know, living a normal, typical life. So we're gonna go up this hill again and show you, you know, this is really important for you guys to know. Look, this is a really dirty neighborhood. I will go around it and I will show you the other part. But right now you can get a really good view on how they're working right there and building the other wall. That is huge, man. Do you have water on you? Yes, I do. That other wall is huge. This is in Tijuana, Mexico. I'm live in Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana. Drinking a little bit of water. Let us go, people. And this is all the way up there. That's where we have to go. Come on, man. That's where we have to go. So let us just walk all the way up there to show you guys how it was, you know, back in the day. Wide open. And we're gonna go around it. I know already how to go around it. Look at these houses. Like all these properties, they were bought before the longest of time. they were bought by the Charlies. The Charlies used to buy these, and the Charlies used to Anthony for Congress. Yes, absolutely. Anthony, my partner for Congress. Don't forget to support him, as he is doing phenomenal work. He has a lot of plans for El Paso, man. He's trying to get that city back to where it was, and he's trying to do the best that he can. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he is running for Congress against all odds, against all haters, against all trolls, against all these speculations, against all false evidence, against everything, running towards the current. That's how he's doing. So we're right here, we're walking, and this is, it's huge. Imagine how many houses back in the day like there's another truck right there. There's another car right there. That's a border patrol. So imagine how many houses they were involved in cartel activity and the Charlie activity, I'm sorry. And this street is full with dirt, trash, all types of things. It's a really bad neighborhood to live and to try to have a family. But now it's not that bad as it used to be. The reason why is this: the wall and the other one. Not only that, you want to jump through this one, try jumping through that one. And this is, look at this one, doesn't even have a front door, and the window's a piece of wood. These are the things that almost fell. These are the things I'm telling you, that they have changed a lot in the perception of these people. And sometimes they burn fires right here, like this part of the wall, that it was burned. And not the metal's not going to burn, but it's going to look black because of the fire. But they burn fires right here to just let everybody know, as a signal to distract the border patrol to come over here. And I bet the border patrol already knows of all these signals that they do and all these activity that they show. So let us go to the other part that we already know how to get there. More workers, look, non-stop. They're non-stopping. They're not stopping. They're working, constantly working. Let me flip the camera right here so we can start talking a little. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're live at the wall as we are showing you how the wall, the new wall, there's a new wall higher than the other one. It's about 25 to 30 feet. How the new wall is getting built and how we have advanced. ¿Qué huele, buenas tardes. How the new wall has advanced into improving all the way to the port of entry. So we are going to drive right now to the other part that is getting built. We're going to drive right now over there. And after that, we will show you how the new wall is getting built. So let us drive over there and stay with me on the feed. You guys want to stay with me on the feed? You guys want to stay with me on the feed? Look at this. Look how huge is this canyon. canyon is huge. Look, this is what I'm telling you. Imagine all the activity that it used to be over here. Working. This new equipment, yes, is working. Of course it's working. I got you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you have contributed. Let us go to the other part of the wall. Guys, what? Right here. We're right here. I'm gonna take this off. Should I have it on? Yes, I'm gonna leave it like this. So we're gonna drive to the other part of the wall. Let me get in the car right here real quick. Come on. Yes. There we go. There we go. Let's get in the car right here and let us drive to the other part of the wall. Now, this is huge. Look, let me flip the camera right here real quick. That is where we're going. I promised you guys something, and promise is made, promise is kept. As I always say, that is where I want to go. I want to show you guys that specific part that they're building, and look how it's being built all the way to the back. So it's huge. You know, it's huge. Why? Because last time that we were here, they did not have all that built. It was not that built. Right there. It was not ready. And now it looks like it's just ready to go. And it has some gaps, and those gaps are for security doors, like I've been telling you for the longest of time. Let me return the screen to where it was. Right there. And right there. Whew. It's hot over here. So let us go to the other part of the wall. Let us see if the AC works right now. And let us go to the other part of the wall as we're going to drive over there. It's not hard to get to the other side of the wall, but it's pretty much you have to know these neighborhoods to know how to get there. And you know, I know this particular neighborhood, but not that much, you know. But I used to preguntando se llega. Así es que, like they say, ask if you ask, you will get there. So, you know, we're driving. This is really interesting for all of you guys to see how there's not only just one wall that is getting built. It's more than one, it's two, and it's really impressive how they are building another one. And the other one is real tall. So we're going there to see how your American workers are doing their job, and all your taxes are being invested, people. All the taxes of the United States American people, resident people, taxes of legal workers over there in the States. All of your taxes are being used to build your wall for protection for, you know, the United States. So we're driving right now here. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. I want to do this little emphasis on supporting my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he's running for Congress of District 16, and he's doing a phenomenal and great job. He's preparing himself against all the odds, against all obstacles, and he's doing the best that he can, to change El Paso. And he's going to try to do the best that he can to change El Paso. So the people are asking me the weather. Yeah, the weather is really hot today. It's really, really hot today. And I should have brought not a long sleeve t-shirt, long sleeve shirt. I should have brought a, you know, something more comfortable, but I thought that it was not gonna be that hot. Also, to tell you that there's going to be, this is great information that, you know, we just got. The place that we just recorded like about an hour ago, that shelter Caritas that they're building on the side. They're building on the side a mobile school that is going to be sponsored by, I don't remember the sponsor, but it's a sponsor from LA. We already have the name of the lady. To get through this place is really hard to just drive over here. It's not easy. So this is I'm not going to show where I'm at for security reasons, but this is, you know, a really hard place to get, a really hard place to go. The guy that is in charge of this project, of this building this mobile school, well, it's not building, just basically getting it established. This guy that has, you know, that is the director of this, after, you know, we did the interview, he was telling me that he's the one in charge of he was the one in charge of El Barretal. El Barretal was, remember that shelter from the people of Central America, the first people that got here. He was the person in charge of that shelter. So I was asking him, how do you see the immigration issue right now over here, that our governor is trying to build a shelter for more than for 5,000 people? He said, look what he said. Look at this. Put attention to this. He said that is not even the issue. And I'm looking at the real small, you know, this real small, the real small project. He said that they're building one in Coahuila, in Piedras Negras, Coahuila, where they cross through the river. They are building another shelter over there for the capacity of more than 10,000 people. Wow. So be on the lookout for Piedras Negras, Coahuila, as they are going to be building a shelter for more than 10,000 people over there. Why more than 10,000? What does that tell you, man? It tells you that this activity is not going to end in Piedras Negras, Coahuila, that is going to get worse, that is going to grow, and that the influx of migrants is just a little bit compared to what it is right now. So they are going to build more than a shelter for more than 10,000 of capacity. Imagine that. And that is not only the important thing, people. The thing that really surprised me, come on, man, get in there, man. You have a really small car. The thing that really surprised me was that it's. Let me tell you why I was arguing. Let me tell you why. Look, this is why. This is a two-way street. There's your wall right there, on all the way to the back. You see it? You see it? So this is real difficult to get over there. So they're building a shelter. They're going to build a shelter in Piedras Negras, Coahuila, for the capacity of 10,000 people. Imagine that, 10,000 people. 10,000 people. Not only that, people, I asked him about the shelter right here in Baja, California, and look what he said. Look what he said. He said, I told him, but they're trying to build a shelter right here, don't they? For the capacity of 5,000. And he replied, yes, they're going to build it. But they are going to wait. Wait on what? They're going to wait till the shelters don't have an option. Till the shelters, they cannot maintain the people. Until when the shelters have people outside living on the streets, and when it's a humanitarian crisis, and they're gonna call it an emergency crisis. Look at this. Not only that, they're gonna call it an emergency crisis, they're going to ask for more funds. That way, they can gain more money out of the humanitarian crisis. Wow. Unfreaking believable, people. Really. So they are going to wait, or they are going to create. They're going to create a crisis. And when they create a crisis, now they're going to ask for the funds to oh man, this is a beautiful view, man. You guys are going to be so happy of this view. You guys are going to be so happy of this view. So after that, imagine that. So they are going to create this crisis, and after they create this crisis, they're going to ask for funds. So they're going to wait until the maximum capacity of these shelters, these poor shelters, that they have capacity of 100 people, 200 people. They're not gonna be holding hundreds of thousands. So they're gonna create this crisis when they see that they're living outside of the streets and they don't have no possibilities of life and all this stuff, and that they're struggling and that it's really hard for them to live and all these things. They're gonna ask for funds. So they're gonna create a crisis. Ay, ay, ay. And the thing is that this has been happening for years. For years. And now, the thing is that we are showing it to you. So I'm about to show you where I promise. Promises kept, promises made, promises kept. Right here, I'm going to show you right now. You guys are gonna love this. I'm going to show you right now, real close. This is real close to where I told you that they are building your wall. Look at this. Hold on a second. Let me put right here. Let me get ready. You guys are going to love this. Doesn't get better than this, man. Where are the keys? Right here. Okay, let's go. Right there. Okay. You guys are ready? Look where I'm at. Right here. A few minutes ago, I was focusing on the phone to give you guys, do you remember this place? I was here not that long ago, like probably 3 to 4 months, and telling you guys that this wall is really small. And now I'm right here where the other wall is getting built on the other side, and there's your American workers. This is where I was supposed to be getting at. I will show you where I was at a few moments ago and how much we walked together, because this is a teamwork. But this, look at all these houses, man. This is the activity that, you know, you guys did not know about, all these things that they used to have over here, all these possibilities of just, crossing. This is a great view for you guys. I'm about to show you how American workers are taking away the old wall. Look at this. The old wall, they're taking away the old wall, your Obama wall right there. They're using it to block a little bit. And this is the new wall. Look how big, gigantic that is, man. Huge. Look at that car right there. How small it looks in comparison to the size. It goes all the way up. And they're working right now. So I'll tell you where I wanted to get at. And this is the place that I wanted you guys to see. And if somebody's asking how many workers are they, I can see right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. 9 workers. And what they're doing right now is putting cement on the bottom. They're getting ready the floor for the big pieces of metal. Those pieces of metal are the ones that they go all the way up there. Let me just, I don't want to fall right here. Oh. So this is it, people. It's kind of blurry right there. There you go. There's American workers right here building your wall. And that probably is going to be a security gate. This large gap that is open probably is going to be a security gate. Let me take a small picture right now, meanwhile, with the camera that you guys contributed to for I to get. Great pic right here. There we go. Great. Walls being built. And like I told you, look how this is all dirt right here. Trash, burned trash. Look at these houses, man. How much activity do you guys think that it was way before the wall was getting built? How much? Better view. Straight. Right there, straight. Look at this. That is the other wall. Look how huge it is in comparison to the size of that fella. I'm gonna show you where I was at a few moments ago, and I will show you where I was at right now. Let me just show you guys how he's moving this piece of metal right here. Is this on YouTube? I'm going to upload it. One of my moderators that is in charge of the page, he and she are going to upload it to the YouTube page. So he's moving. That is, look how ridiculous that is, people. That is your Obama wall. That one that they're moving, that was the Obama wall. In comparison to the new wall, look how ridiculous. It's 4 times bigger, the one of Trump wall. It's 4 times bigger It is a ridiculous comparison how this Obama wall in comparison to the Trump wall right there. Where did all that money go, man? If he deported, he's the president that deported more people in the history of the United States. Where did all that money go? Look at all that. That is the Obama wall, man. And this is the other wall that you guys have right here, as you guys see right here. This is the other wall. But look at this. That is the comparison. And look at the size of that person. It's probably 5'8", 5'9", 5'11". So that wall probably is like 30 feet tall. So they're adjusting the Obama wall right there. And on top you see the Border Patrol. Let me see if I can show you where he's at. There he goes, I think so. This is your wall. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers right now that they're shown. Are all United States American workers. So take a picture right there. I'm gonna take a picture right now because this is a ridiculous picture. It is so ridiculous. The reason why being is that how can you compare that new wall to this one, man? This was, look, I'm going to start elaborating on this subject. You see that old wall right there, that it was the Obama wall? That was over there. This wall didn't exist. This one right here, this one right here did not exist. So can you zoom in again? You want me to zoom in again? All right, it's for you guys. There you go. How tall it is. Look at that. So look, you see the old wall right there, right? See all these houses right here. So imagine how much activity it used to be with that wall. So I want to show you where I was at before we go. Oops, we're going right there. I was all the way up there. All the way up there. And I came all the way down. This is where that little bush right there, where the dog was at. But I was all the way up there. That's a high hill. This is a canyon. And I was all the way up there. And I went across this whole neighborhood to come to this particular place right here. As they are taking a break, your United States workers, This is your wall, people. This is a new one, but that one and the other side is the brand new one. And as you can see, there's more workers, and there's a crate coming more. There's another crate. As we are going to the car right now, I'll answer some questions for you guys. As we are seeing a lot of workers right here, United States workers. How you guys doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're live, people. We're live. I'm walking right here in the middle of this neighborhood. Then imagine this neighborhood, man. Imagine this neighborhood without all wall. How much illegal activity used to be, and how much in that time, the 80s and 90s. My God, don't even talk about it, man. Don't even talk about it. And your president, your 45th president, Mr. Donald Trump, has changed the perspective on border security and how it needs to be handled regarding the perimeter outside of a country. He changed the perspective and is putting an example to every country how to do things right, come into the front door and put, security for the people that they live within. These people that they don't want a wall, that they just want no borders, no authority, no laws, and everybody have the same right, is ridiculous. It's stupid. And let us just walk a little bit to over there. Look. These are neighborhoods, man. Rough neighborhoods right here in Tijuana. Really rough. Let us go a little bit. Walk a little bit over there. Old new wall right here. And this is the most important part, that I want to show you how people used to have the ability to just, I want to go to the States, man. Oh, just, you're living in this house. You're like, I want to go to McDonald's. Okay, just cross and jump the Obama wall, cross that mountain walking, and then you are right there in San Isidro Boulevard. That's the way it used to be. Now is you got to jump this one and then get through Border Patrol and then jump that other one and you're caught. Basically, you're done. So this is, how this neighborhood is really important for you guys to see. The neighborhood, how is living now. And all these houses, look. That tree basically is help for people to cross. So, but this is on Mexican property, so nobody can do anything about it. Only the Mexican government. And we already know how that goes. So this is focusing on where I was a few hours ago. Well, a few moments ago, I was all the way up there. I was coming down that cliff. But there was a German Shepherd right there. That it was not looking me. It was looking me funny. So I went around the whole thing, and I came to this particular place where I made a promise for you guys that I was going to show you that part, and I kept my promise. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're live, people, right now, in Tijuana, Mexico. We have broadcast today. And we are going to do a live video and a little bit later at YouTube. We're having problems at YouTube with the signal right now. Going out and about, we're having problems with YouTube. But we are going to do a live feed at YouTube probably later on this afternoon, so we can discuss the capacity of shelters that they're going to try to put 10,000 people in Piedras Negras, Coahuila. Well, that is the speculation that they're going to build a shelter in Piedras Negras, Coahuila, where they cross through the river, where the crocodile, there was a crocodile found in a river in that state. They're going to try to build a 10,000 people shelter. Now, the speculation is that over here, our new governor, that he is trying to build a shelter for 5,000 people, but he is going to wait until the maximum capacity of every shelter so they can have a humanitarian crisis and then ask for the funds so they can, start providing and building a shelter. Now, we went to a shelter called Caritas, and it's the #1 shelter with more children. They have approximately around 80 children. We don't know how many of them are unaccompanied, but we are going to find out on the next week. We're going to find out. They have a project on the side of the shelter that is called School on Wheels, that is provided by a foundation that is from the United States. This foundation, what they're doing is providing a mobile school on wheels. It's practically a bus that has all the things for kids to be busy and mentally busy, doing homework, doing chores, doing learning, basically going to school. And that bus and that project is on the side of the land. They are renting the land on the side of the shelter. I don't know who's renting it. Probably the person that is renting it is the foundation. The rent is for only 2 months. The project is for only 2 months, and that mobile bus is going to be moving around the whole city for every kid to go to this project school. Now, when is it going to arrive? It's going to arrive on Monday for everybody to know. And there's more than 70 to 80 children in that shelter. It's the #1 shelter that has more children in Tijuana. Not only that, we came to the wall and show you how he has improved the new wall, the one that is really big, the one that is 30 feet tall. It has improved to probably to a 75% capacity on this side of the east side of the city. It is almost built. It is really high. It's really tall. It's almost 30 feet. As you can see, there were American workers on the other side, and that was my main purpose, to come over here and to show you and to walk a little bit and to show you the perimeter and how the houses used to be over here, and how it is on the canyon, and how much activity before the wall was built. And now also we show you the difference of the Obama wall with the new wall. We show you the Obama wall with the new wall. That is amazing. Imagine all these houses that were right here, how much illegal activity was before, how much the insecurity was for all these people, and the comparison between the new wall and the Obama wall right now. The new wall, not this one that is behind me, that this one is being built, but the new wall that is on the other one that they're building, more than 30 feet, 20, and between 25 and 30 feet. And that wall right there that is getting built, we saw a comparison to the Obama wall, and it's completely ridiculous. So it's just, it was just, I'm going right here to the States, go to buy a cheeseburger, and then come back to TJ and eat it over here. It was basically like that. Now we have border security, thanks to, to the only president that is doing anything about it, that is Donald J. Trump, to the president that is only putting the example in the United States and across the world how to defend a country, to the only president that is watching the perimeter of his own people, and the only president to put in the example on how border security needs to be done. Now, we have an influx of migrants, and it's provoked by the United Nations. It's not the fault of the president of the United States. It's the fault of the person that signed this pact of the United Nations, that is Mexico, and our president that re-signed this pact, that it was already signed by Peña Nieto, our last president. So it's not his fault. This is Mexico's fault because they signed this. This is the worst pact that has been. This is the worst decision that it has been done by Mexico in probably in history. And now we have this influx of migrants that we don't know how to control them. We had just an issue a couple of days ago with people from Cameroon protesting in our border of Chapara because they're not getting attention. And it is so ridiculous that these people are asking for food, they're asking for all these things, and you can go walk into the canal that I just showed you, and there's people starving, Mexican people starving right there in that canal. So it's a huge difference of attentions. It's a huge difference of priorities to our government and to our president. So regarding all that subject that we have, walked, showed, and documented for you guys today, we are going to talk about all these subjects later on tonight at YouTube. Have a great afternoon. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Please follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he is doing a phenomenal and fantastic job on running for Congress. He's going to start, posting a lot of things of his candidacy to run for the 16th district of El Paso. For me, is that's all for this afternoon. We will see each other later on tonight at YouTube, and we will do a special broadcast for you guys regarding all the subjects that we saw on the week. Have a great evening. Have a great afternoon. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. As you guys know, peace and love, everybody. And always, your country is first.